So it's just something I heard about, a tactic that they be doing over there. And I don't know if it's just a European thing or whatever, but they call it a cauldron. And on multiple different news sources that I look for that are not connect, they don't know each other. Okay, I'm not introducing foreign memes to these communities. Uh, they call it a cauldron. And basically, what we're suspecting is that the Russians were going to run in there and, do you know what I mean? And we're looking at the time that it's taking, saying they're getting bogged down, right? But we don't understand is that they form cauldrons. And then they have different cauldrons. There'll be cauldron A, B, C, D. And then they try to get them into maybe one or separate them. Like they try to get them into two, right? They can merge the cauldrons, right? And during this time, they can be attacked from behind too. So it might not work, right? But we don't fucking hear about that shit. I'm not saying one side is winning or the other. That's the shit that they. If you look at the live camera that you're supposed to be looking at, it's a loop. It's a loop. Like if you look at Mariupol live, because they're supposed to be invading right now. That's where all the battle is at, right? And then you look at their live camera, and you'll see the same fog after like 2 minutes or something, and it'll be, and then this cloud popped up. Like it's not a whole cloud, but it's like a little. You have to look at the little vapors, and then the little vapors will go by, and it'll be like, and then it's a different like you're like, but I seen that one already. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, right? and then there'll be like three. You know what I'm saying, like. They get you tired of looking at it, right? And then you go look at some other videos or something and see what's going on, right? And it'll be a dumb chat room. Just a dumb chat room. It's just that, you know. How it's interesting. Like there's some questions, man. It's like okay, like how there's some relevance, because you would think that the areas that are under control are the areas where the government has a lot invested, right? But some crazy shit be happening in those same areas. And you would think that happened out in the bush somewhere. And the way that they tell you is like, so nobody's trying to find out what's going on in their backyard. I don't want to use the example I was going to use because it's all out of left field. But it's just like not out of left field. It's just that by using all the examples and everything to try to just get that out of here. It'd just be like, yeah, I hate that. Okay. No. They can't, because they were trying to keep it was supposed to be safe. You know what I mean? Like the way they were designing warfare is supposed to be like safe. Get it? Like but like some of the places, maybe they only have like one tank or something, and that one tank will kill like 1,000 people, right? And what if they lose their their one tank, right? Then it's like it goes back to the stone age, and it doesn't matter that they're building a sophisticated dam right there in the same general area. The security forces are like a castle. They got the, I'm saying, Ethiopia has been messed up by government system of castles because they're too rugged and it's too difficult to have a system that everybody can appreciate, that they get something from it, since they can't get out to everywhere. But now it's like you have like, what's that? It's not the same thing as castle doctrine. I don't know really what castle doctrine is. Something just ringing around in my head. But the castle system of government. So they were destabilized by that shit. And in some places, right, after they won their independence or were received their independence, they make a show out of sending the prince or back to where they were recently free to be carried by, have their chair lifted and pulled by like all the, the clan, the whole clan, and get together and carry you around like some like king or something like that. And there are pictures of Prince Harry or somebody like that doing this shit in the Caribbean or some shit. Like, shit just don't make no sense. It's a show, like everything is a fucking all for show. You don't, you know what I mean? And then they tell you how you feel about shit. Because the evidence, like you see all the, you see them, they look like happy and shit. Like, don't they look happy and everything? But it's just the fucking image that they put. Like, who knows if everybody wasn't mad at them for going and taking part of that and they all got $50 or some shit. But then that's not a bad look or a good look. Like, that would be like, dude, going on safari or some shit when you shoot you a rhinoceros. I don't know why that doesn't look like bad. Why is that not bad? Own him. That should be bad. Own him. You don't want to be getting too much of that bad own him on you. You know what I mean? You might get back some of the phase lambda too from femininity too, because they're supposed to be like a reflection. So they might reflect it back on you. That's normal. That's it being as most normal as it could be, I guess.